Now say hello to my little friend Scarface, my bar straight wicked. I ain't kicking it, I'm scribbling these lyrics till my digits be stiffening. I ain't fidgeting or fitting in. Lost my innocence to burn city in a sense. Sitting burning incense, a sense of intensity. Injections in my withered friends' arms and arteries. My artistry on par with the hardest of elites. See me up for like a week with these bars upon a beat. Starved, harnessing my dreams, craft master in my peak. Heart scarring when it beats. If you barking up a tree, I'll be harvesting your carcass for a week. Half-hearted's never bleach. Half you fuckers gonna bleed when my peak reached. I'm a beast, no peace, motherfucker. You weaklings retreat. My 16s repeat. I sit with these beats and switch up my steeds. You bitch cunts will switch up when Bleach one will speak. I will not recede. So pills, rocks and weed will not be my feet. Still will not reveal what I saw in these streets. But my bar's still a star killer force be unleashed. Bitch, we posted.
Now say hello to my little friend, but once I kill it, I don't know if it'll live again. But it was written, so I gotta fulfill it then. Killing men in bars, I'm John Wick with the bigger pen. Either a diamond in the rough or a hidden gem. Demons made my life so tough, but I've forgiven them. Fuck the situation I'm living in. This the beginning, the middle, the end. This is what I'm bringing in. Coming straight from the source, I cut the middlemen. Without a second to pause, I hope you're listening. I'm busting straight through your doors, you see me kick it in. Better find a spot to hide your daughter and your missus in. I always had it, so of course now I'm glistening. Sound body, I ain't hitting the gym. I work hard and write poems while I'm swigging the gin. Yeah, I know you hate the boss, still you listen to him. True, I'm a grenade, I'm ripping the pin. It feels good to release all of the sickness within. I heard you drop something new, I dropped that shit in the bin. Cause JMT's reigning king in the city of sin. We'll keep you posted.
Shit can real out here. So young, so hungry, no money, had to steal out here. Wasn't funny when I felt, but I'm still out here. Got a secret recipe, I got a grill out here. Free my brother, he was really in the field out here. Coming with that fake shit, we don't feel that here. All the shit I never said, I'ma reveal that here. Shit get real out here.
Look, shit's getting really real out here. Was so young, so hungry, no money, had to steal out here. It wasn't funny when I felt, but I'm still out here. I got a secret recipe, I got a grill out here. Free my brother, he was really in the field out here. You coming with that fake shit and we don't feel that here. And all the shit I never said, I'ma reveal that here. These weak rappers I attack, I instill that fear. But the day my brothers die, I'ma feel them tears down my face. And at the graves, I'ma spill them beers. Put me in the competition, I'ma kill them peers. Used to never wanna listen, I'm beyond them years. They call me Olly JMT. Fuck that, call me Oliver the Great. It was what I was made to be. I got a lot up on my plate and it probably ain't for the weak. Yeah, I got a lot to say, but I probably shouldn't speak. Yeah, I made a few mistakes that I promised not to repeat. Then I made some promises that I probably couldn't keep. Damn, I set the standards you probably couldn't meet. JMT signing off, now I'm passing it on to Bleach.
I still reminisce the instance my brother promised to me that he would fix the situation and shift away from the streets. Wish I was insisted and assisted in his teens, but we drift, gained addictions and convictions as it seems. Now my vision's so inflicted, wishing that kid could have been more than what he witnessed. This city just gripped with its teeth, pulled strings like violinists till that kid was deceased. Now my frame flick be the only way that we speak. They call me Bleach one brother, but scratch that. I just wanna call my brother and tell him I had his back. All the love I had flooding back to me till I collapse. All these traumatic thoughts, I just force it in my raps. He was the youngest in a huddle, I can't recount here the amount of times my eyes have drowned in tears. Throughout years, this little kid was without fear. Life stripped to the abyss, man, I just wish you were here. Every night I'm high, wishing you were still out here. Cause every night I'm hiding from survivor's guilt out here. And every time I try and heal, it's too surreal out here. Shit, cause shit get real out here. It was the youngest in a huddle, I can't recount here the amount of times my eyes have drowned in tears. Throughout years, this little kid was without fear. Life stripped to the abyss, man, I just wish you were here. Cause every night I'm hiding, wishing you were still out here. And every night I'm hiding from survivor's guilt out here. Cause every time I try and heal, it's too surreal out here. Shit get real out here.
fuck do I begin? It's funny how they love you, then they hate you, then they love you again. Free my man, Cade's one, he's been stuck in the pen. Free my hand, it's been stuck to the pen. I got so much to tell him, but how would you tell all these fucking beginners about how greatness isn't given, cause it comes from within them. Back when I would get the blues, I'd be running with sinners, and we were trying to save stacks like we was one of the twins. But in 2026, I'm only fucking with winners, and the women who rub my back but don't get under my skin, cause there's a difference. I'll scold you if I got any colder, the devil's never on my shoulder, I've been jumping on his. I got killer instincts and survivor's intuition. I gotta do it now, there ain't a time for intermissions. Feeling like Franklin Clinton, how I'm riding into missions. Got some liquor up in my system, now I'm vibing to the rhythm of the music. But I'm about to lose it, cause they don't give a fuck about who write it or produce it. And that's all that I was doing, school thought that I was stupid. Back when I was writing the shit to make my idols go, yo, who's this? The flow's too sick. That shit happened in COVID, you know I wrote so many poems. Yo, I broke my wrist, tonight I wrote you this. Spoken like a poet who's holding his bleeding heart in his open fist. But before I even start, I'ma smoke that spliff with a dart. Pour up a glass, text the hoes I miss. Have to think about my past, how I go through shit to bounce back better than ever and no true bliss. Full strength on some Goku shit. Yeah, I know a lot of people making music and they don't do this, and that's as honest as I've ever been. If I never started rapping, it'd be only the guitar and some heroin. Rockstar on some shit you never seen. I'ma quit the dairy factory the day I'm getting cream. Written, directed by JMT, you know I set the scene. Lived a whole life by the time that I was 17. Still they're trying to drain me of my energy. And yeah, I had some enemies, but now they're just dead to me. Rest in peace, trying to take away, you got the best of me. Fuck out my way, I'm Gordon Ramsay with the recipes. For melodies so dope, they're running the back to try and spit it how I spit it till their motherfucking lungs collapse. I stepped ahead about 100 laps, so what they thought I was on? Fuck nah, I've been done with that. What you thought I was on? I've been done with that.
Bleach 1, check. Now picture me when I was 8+3, watching 8 Mile while wishing that Jimmy was me. Idolize all the rhymes and aspiring to be seen as the peak of this scene. I wasn't even a teen when I started mastering my craft and drafting bars to a beat. In my past they would laugh at my artistry. BUT I planted my feet and started harnessing belief in what I seen. Now picture me when I turned 13, turning words into verses on some wordsmithery. Turn quickly into the first Bleach track. See that switch something in me vividly. I wanted to see what I could achieve. You see, it was the dawn of my speech, before I was enthralled with the streets, and before the mistreatment that I suffered as a young, and love was nothing but increased. I picture me when I was just 16. A little hope broke my heart, so I'd float to the green. Every time it was near, clearly hopeless indeed. Weed, ease and the speed was all the Bleach would need to feel free. Even nearly lost my freedom to the streets. Still I stayed with a shaved pencil, even when my mental was decaying. I was slashing out my arms, but not deep enough to leave a scar, so my mother wouldn't see. Now picture me when I was like 18, filled with hate, see crazy. I was stuck in a rut with a job that I hated, while my father was decaying on drugs, and all the brothers that I loved never messaged me once. I was alone in the dark with a roast that was sparked, getting toked, being passed by a father that had broken my trust. I was frozen and stuck, my only home was so dark. I nearly slit my wrist so I could float to the stars and be free. Now picture me when I was 20, I was ready again, introspecting in my head, and then remembered that my penmanship was next to the best. So I went and spent my next paycheck on a setup, and then with that action you would never see me lacking my pen. I was manic, the attraction to the rap, and the fanatic with a habit, little addict that was actually attacking. Every pad and pin I'd thrash it, every stratosphere imagine I was entering like Anakin did. Now picture me 22, who you bet I'll become. Motivated when my brothers all succumb to the drugs. I know I'll make it cause the chase the only one that I love. I know you hate me cause plainly you could never face the pain that I've touched, and rise above and choose love over hate and getting wasted on buds. When you look to the stars and the sun, just picture me, Bleach 1. Check, check. Bleach motherfucking 1. Post it.
JMT coming through. Fuck out the way, don't bitch please move. VIP skipping the queue. Yeah, like me in the way that I always do.
It's Bleach one cuz just pass me the zoot. Up in a place with a stain in the shoes. MVP when I'm blazing the tune. Girl, I'm a member cause Keto is
I'm
coots.
doing better, don't need to prove. It's whatever, nothing's new. I go step in my big boy shoes. She's a beggar, she can't choose, never.
The test of my temper, we swinging on dudes. Sicker than syphilis, bitch on the flu. I go step on your head with a boot. Better than who too breezy.
You just cheesy, bittersweet like feta. I go chase that cheddar, drip gets wetter. Me and my guys outside on the grind, stay tough like leather. Back of the bus on my ones, it's red hot weather. Sunset Boulevard, Hollywood Meta. I've been with your girl, you've been blind to see better. Then I put you in a hole like you're tripping off Ketter.
Leave you dead, I've never been better. Baseline hear that tremor, send me the stemmer. Fuck up the beat with tenor. The rough squad buds got trim from the stem. I'm hot like pepper, come get wet up. Met your ex and then you forget her. We gon' spread her, she got fed up. Bet the pressure be sharp like shredder.
JMT forever, I got steez, buzz be clever. Make you forget, make you remember. You're not with me, only the members. They ain't rude, but they offenders. Selling the nuggets like they the dentist. This ain't rude, but chambers I enter. Shelling swords, swing the pretenders, what?
Ancient saber, I swing at defenders. Men get pressed and surrender. Brothers switch genders, we be the cleansers. You be a featherweight rapper, I'm actually cracker with sentences. Brother don't test this, we the avengers. Leave you dismembered, sending your head to wherever your friends is. Bleach forever, I said it, I meant to. Sent it better than who? Ready you shit, step to the room, ready to spit. Shift in the mood, never no bricks. We getting loose, who the fuck is this kid that stepped to the mic at 12? Destined for crime and sound, scraped down to the cesspit of grime. House 16 with some bud and a scale, man, I better not dwell. Cause it was all black, taking my greps as some Air Force Ones. Now floor sending me packages, shit be immaculate, brother, we stepping it up. Maccas, I'm loving it, cuz habit for rapping and racking up drugs from back of the bus to back of the clubs. You lads just actually sus, just making your glass. It's bleached once, this is all I knew and this is all I do.
Trying to make a flip, that's all I knew. Big ups to the four guys who came up on my side from the floor. I grew all my dudes, riding the night through the eye of the storm like a Fortnite crew. Splitting all my food, paid all my dues as I pour all my booze. Daytime I be working in high vis, night shift I record in booths. Talk my truth, cunts never slept on my shit. When I hear yours I snooze. But I get it though, all the shit you be thinking I said it ho. Had to step in this bitch just to let them know. If I went against me I'd be awkward too. For an MC you're a poor excuse. Test me and you're sure to lose. I'm a lion and you're a goose. I'm a giant, you're 4'2". I'm a titan, you're a normal dude. Trying to fight the tide but your form is loose. I done got no rivals, they all forfeit or call for a truce. On the court I'm a nuisance, MVP with the ball cause I score when I shoot. Every day I'm dunking on cunts like LSD that was caught in a loop. Ooh.
Bleach motherfucking one. Check. I ain't heard a single motherfucker trying to criticize the kid on mics that ain't epitomised. A hopeless stoner with some squinting eyes. Suspicious guys drinking to the brink and living in demise. Stingy with their genius, yeah, they're spiteful at their shitty lives. Hate to see us shine like they're writing on some picket signs. Resigning to a life of spite, wishing they could rip the mic like Bleach do. But you never wrote a lyric in the rain and watched the ink bleed through. See you an empty page, featherweight rapper, we be in a separate grade. Devastating penmanship, let me demonstrate. I'll say it bluntly if you say you're hungry for the accolades. Bleach and JMT, we have never ate. Get it straight, center stage, creating empires in my present state. Cementing place, directions, repping grade. We have never strayed, always in detention. Never cared about attendance rate, cause my intention's never not been set on being next in place.
I ain't heard none of it. I heard a who from where, mine's your own, bruh. So you ain't heard it's rude to stare, now it's known. Whatever's floating through the air, I gotta hone it through my focus. And I wrote the truth declared, I set the tone. I set my destiny in stone. My phone's on D&D cause I just need to be left alone. I left to hide away from night to day. I gotta rectify and resurrect, stay ahead extra steps with an extra life. This little speck of mine, I'ma let it shine out. Tried the night, tear your spine out. Cunts think it's fun to fuck around until they find out. I'll stand for what I got, barefoot, one sock, that's what I'm about. Follow money trails, yeah that's my route, so follow me. They said this game would swallow me, that's something I doubt. Going Super Saiyan, turn the lights out and shine on the motherfuckers. They need to cut the mic out, sign out, goodbye now.
grieve the way I grieve. You ain't seen your youngest brother slumped and stuffed up in a casket, wondering where the others are, cause you're the only one that came to see. Baby please, you ain't helping with my stress. Baby leave, you ain't welcome to the threat. You ain't wrote a note that read the present shit that can't be said. Inside that rope around your neck that felt regret, and ended up twitching like Tourette's, and wishing the storm that would end. So I'm sniffing up some cat, and I'm drifting to bliss with whiskey spilling in my bed. So I'm fucked up in the head. So I'm fucked up in the head. So I'm fucked up in the head, so all these bottles come in tens. Feeling nothing, love my brothers, we was running like some motherfucking junkies. It's disgusting, we was bugging off the said. Circumstances had us dancing with death. There's certain mans I knew that never had that chance to repent. They repeat and that's some cycle of abuse that introduced us and seduced us to the life that we led. Shit, I'm spiraling again, cause all I ever need is one excuse to pretend that I ain't like him. Now I'm high and I'm reduced to a wreck. I'm too obtuse, I view the crew, see I salute and pretend that he ain't spooky and he's still the same person I met. But I can see it in his eyes, there's no sign of connect. Such is life in the end, she can try to comprehend all the dread, but I'm tending to the pen on these substances to numb the stress and send me to transcendency. But see, I guess that she can't love what I project. What I need is protection from that person that's reflected in my screen.
What I need is protection from that person that's reflected. What I need is protection from that person that's reflected in my screen. Protection from that person that's reflected.
I'm intense, so hard to reach, is what you're saying when she screams. I'm depressed, you should be dead is what I'm hearing in my dreams. I'm rejecting the extent of what my father said to me. I only breathe cause I can bear to see my mother left to grieve. Baby please, baby leave, you ain't seen the shit I seen. You ain't been the way I've been, you ain't grieved the way I grieve. You ain't seen your youngest brother slumped and stuffed up in a casket, wonder where the others are, cause you're the only one that came to see. Baby please, you ain't helping with my stress. Baby leave, you ain't welcome to the threat. You ain't wrote a note that read the present shit that can't be said. And tie that rope around your neck that felt regret, and end up twitching like Tourette's. I'm wishing the storm it would end, so I'm sniffing up some cat, and I'm drifting to bliss with whiskey spilling in my bed. So I'm fucked up in the head. So I'm fucked up in the head.
With every single step I take, it feels more like I'm sinking. Stuck under the shelter I made, the ceiling's leaking. They say it's never too late, but lately I've been thinking I'm too grown, I might break if I bent over to pick up the pieces. I'm seeking more reasons, apart from hardly getting sleeping. It's hard to see my kids, I gotta mask it for the weekend. I laugh with them cause they can't see the part where I've been tweaking. I'm so sick of starving, but regardless my boys are eating. Hole in my heart, and half of it's addiction to cope. I'm sniffing dope and pouring up the glass I'm sipping on. When I was young I took it out on every bully. My father had fucked me up, I don't remember it fully. I miss my boys, especially the eldest of three. He wrote this melody you hear through the perspective of me. I'll never hear it though cause this should be too mentally deep. He's got to express, I hope he doesn't mention the deeds. He's got to confess, he's got to, he's got to, he's got to. Been a heavy load on this rocky road, carrying your ghost to the booth. You've been trapped between the cracks of my notes, and to be brutally honest, I'm soon to be on top of the goats. And it was your voice that shaped what I wrote, cause when I hear you in the silence, when writing between the margins, I be fighting off these demons like they're shoguns and Spartans. It makes sense when they ask how my day went, just another trying to turn this chaos into cadence. You echo through me but I ain't a reflection. I'm breaking chains in every cycle, yeah, I'm changing direction. I was born with your rhythm, mama's face I was blessed with, and a voice for a weapon, cause I step with a message. I've been tested by your shadows, now I'm speaking through the fragments, but I wouldn't have it any other way, I'm glad it happened. Got a knack for storytelling, some would call it talent, but I just call it love for the rap, and that's apparent, son. And if you ain't my dad, I'm your fucking parent, son. These old cunts been acting young, they've never had to turn the pain to glory. I write it into a story, but this notebook is scribbled from back to front, hoping it's some shit they can relate to. And if you thought I hate you, I do, but I was grateful. I don't mistake the fake from the truth. I'm nearly 20, educating the youth, and I got plenty of faith, I couldn't place it in you, but I love you still. I got plenty of faith, I couldn't place it in you, but I love you still.
Alright, check it out. Look, ain't no telling what my fate holds in my own lane. I'm paving the way with these lines, that's why I stay bold. The crimes did my life for light years, I fear, but in 5 years we'll be selling out, stay gold, feel like J. Cole. Yeah, the neighbours think I'm selling dope, even my tattered clothes are fresher than a plant of rose. I stay cold in my heart every time I extend them a trust. Rusty blade of betrayal, left a trail with a gape toll in my back. Straight flows in his pad, but hopeless cause I still feel attached. But I know I never showed her that I loved her back. Smoking till my lungs collapse, and subconscious they're hoping that I succumb to that shit. I know she wonders if I'm coming back, but abuse and addiction so truly be littered through the spruces and twigs. This is my family tree, the man in me can't fathom to stomach that. So fucking cast past the bag, let's cut a rack. All that love turned to dust, and that dust turned to nothing when it crumbled in my hands. So fuck it, brother, I run with that, I know it's wrong. Getting manic on songs, but I ain't never going back to chatty mixes and bongs. Rest in peace, BM, it's hard to think that he's gone. I love you, brother, when I'm hoping that you're hearing his song. These lyrics that I scribble is where your spirit lives on, it's Bleach 1.
In a circle with my mates, about to roll a spliff and take the purple to the face. I need a spot and I be personal with space. All these people think I'm slow, but the turtle wins the race. And I ain't perfect, I'm still learning what it takes just to reach 30 years before I see the pearly gates. There's no way in hell that I rose great then fell, with scars on my face and some cocaine to sell. Lock me in a cell, I got no names to tell. Out here I spit the truth and they don't take it well. These bland rappers with no taste or smell, with a fake group of mates, so I know you're fake as well. Not on the low, I'm a god on the flow, and that you gotta know. All these weak men have gotta go, and it's a shame nowadays there be a lot of those. I throw them straight to the deep end, Geronimo. Locked and loaded this mixtape and got it posted. We got the motion, it's in place. I'd like to give big thanks to Kudos and Bleach for spreading peace and hope. I'm bumping cigarettes and looking for some weed to smoke. Information's on a need-to-know basis. Free case one, but I ain't speaking on his cases. I love you, brother, stay strong, stay patient, and I promise after that we're going places.